My traumatized babies and mentally ill Barbies, the dawn is breaking on the stage that holds our final destiny. And so my traumatized babies and mentally ill Barbies, don't dream it, be it, because the show must go on. And on today's episode, do you read Sutter Kane? If not, let me tell you all about it. All right, now I'm gonna have to pull before I really get into this, but I'm gonna tell you why. I believe, just based on what I saw under the deck and based on what's already out on the board, that this is potentially a past person or ex reading. And so before I even get into it, we are going to pull. I'm gonna ask, is this like the most productive thing that the collective needs to hear? Oh yeah, okay, apparently yes. Page of Cups. Yes. So this is something that the collective, it'd be most beneficial for you to hear this story. So I'm going to ask why, but typically when it's a yes on a past person reading, why it would come out for your benefit is to help you get into alignment, validate your feelings, and get you closer and closer into a place where you can actually forgive what happened in the past. Which forgiveness just meaning let it go, release it. It's not on your mind, it's not in your energy, and you can move on to other things, which even if you are someone who would be open to reconciling with people from your past, if they were actually changed people, the way that you most productively manifest that is by releasing their behaviors, their versions of themselves from the past. Forgive it, because then it gives them the space to like be in that change when they're not feeling the energetic pressure of you like being angry and judging them for it. Releasing that allows them to move and evolve. And so if the only way you would ever reconcile with the past person is if they had actually changed their behavior and were kind of an entirely new person, even though it's still the same person, they're embodying different energies and manifesting different behaviors. The most efficient way to do that, if that is what you want, is to move increasingly into a space of forgiveness. And then for those of you who would like to either manifest different things in your life entirely, or like, you know, I really don't know that I want to be in a relationship. Or if I was going to be in a relationship, I would want somebody completely new, all that stuff. The best way to do that as well is to release the old stuff, because if you don't release it, you can manifest a completely new person, but it's actually the same person, right? It's like, how is this person exactly like my ex? And it's because like there's something that we haven't worked through. And it's not that you're only attracting your ex, right? It's just that until you identify the pattern of behavior, understand it, and let it go, you won't know like that you're in fact choosing, you're in the state of engagement with like a certain pattern of behavior. And really, unfortunately, there are a lot of people out there that if they're really not in their authentic selves and operating out of dysfunctional places, it's really weird and kind of freaky to understand that for the most part, a lot of the people that we're interacting with, while they are people, because I don't want anybody to be like, oh yeah, NPCs, and they're not actually people. They are people. It's just that for a lot of them, we're interacting more with like patterns of behavior than actual like human beings, like operating out of wholeness for the most part. They're still like projecting like their past people onto you, whether that's like a mom or a dad or somebody else. They're not even reacting to you as you. And so once you really understand that, like you can take things a lot less personally. But either way, no matter what you're trying to manifest, it's always a good thing and a healthy thing to release that stuff. Release that stuff, you'll feel better about it, and it also gives you that clean slate of manifestation to where you can look at something and go, oh, well, like even though this is a nice person, actually this person is still like they're in patterns of behavior that I recognize. And I wish them well, but I'm not doing that again. Okay, so why would this be most beneficial? Oh, we got some hard feelings here. I see the collective has some hard feelings, likely very valid from what I saw under the deck, okay? So hard feelings. You might want to fuck this person up, like, to be honest with you. Not like you're not gonna like hunt them down or anything, but if this person like came up to you in real life, you'd be like, like let's go, like I will fight you. Y'all may feel that way towards these people, okay? Valid, but yeah, we want to break that up. We want to break that up. Oh, and here's the thing is that you, like day to day, right? People wouldn't look at you and go like, oh, that person is like totally bitter. Oh, that person is still like mad about their ex or whatever. This isn't something you're showing. This is something that like maybe it comes up like late at night. Maybe it comes up like when you're like really deep in your memories or whatever and you kind of remember something and it's just like, man, fuck it, like I'll kick them. Like, it's something like that. So, I mean, I think it's great that probably this isn't like an all day, every day type of thing for you. But if you know, right? And like, it's not like anything that you have to super admit to anybody, but if you know that, yeah, like you still feel that way sometimes, or maybe like more than you'd like, okay? But maybe we have a little bit of like, I don't know if it's pride or whatever. Like sometimes, like when I get like really hurt or mad about something, I can be in a space where I'm just like, I don't want to admit I'm mad or hurt or upset because like to me that will mean like, oh, that person like got me or whatever. And so I won't want to admit it. And that's pride. And if I'm stuck there, then I can't let it go. And so like, it just, to me, it just kind of makes no sense. But what is this 7 of Swords with y'all? Yeah, okay, the 10 of Coins is on that. Like, this is just not something that you're showing publicly. This is not something, so like, if your friends or family, like, asked, like, if they got asked by some random person, oh, is Collective, like, still mad at their ex? They would be like, no, that person doesn't even think about them anymore. Because it's not something you're especially, like, talking about. And so probably this wouldn't be something that you're also giving a ton of headspace to, I don't think. But it's just sort of like, the read would be to help you to break up more of that stuff, to validate what went on or whatever, and to help you out. And so what I saw under the deck, since we are going with this read, right? I saw someone potentially getting involved with someone else at work. They were like with y'all in some sort of serious way, but when they were with y'all, they were giving to someone else entirely, and it looked like they left to go give to someone else entirely. And it might have been someone who they got involved with like at their work or somehow was like involved with their work. And I forget, wait, hold on. Did I shuffle this again already? No, I don't think so. Oh wait, no, I did. But yeah, this person was like lying. This person was lying about something. It's like they would go out drinking like after work maybe, and they like got involved with this person there. But anyway, that seems like past energy. What's going on now is whoever this person is, they're looking at y'all. Hanged man, privileged lady. If you're resonating with this and you are a man, just because that says privileged lady does not mean that like you're a woman, obviously. This is just meaning that like the lady, the yin energy is passive in the read because you are not the one spying on y'all or spying on your ex, obviously. You are the passive party in the read. It's somebody else who's taking the action here, not you. So somebody's watching y'all probably live a fairly decent life, because we saw y'all in the 10 of Pentacles. Like, that doesn't mean that you're like super wealthy, but it means that like you have community around you, you have a fairly balanced life in general, and like everybody has problems and challenges, but you're not out here like for the most part, right? So they're watching you, and from their perception, you are doing really well. And also like probably really well without them, which is likely the case. And if there are like super hard feelings on your part, probably something like really went down. Oh, interesting enough synchronicity here, 12-12, 12-12. You are out of step with this person. If you are in line with them, it would be 11-11, but it's not. And so then in the second column, I have the Lovers here. And I also have 4 of Coins and Judgment. This person would be aware that you think that they're foul, and like you've made a judgment call about them as a lover, like you withhold from this person. I don't think you're talking to this person, but this person is somehow aware of your judgment about them. But probably they can feel it in the energy, depending on like your relationship with them, like how long it went on, whatever. And then in this final column, we have Wealthy Man and the 7 of Wands. Now, this could be one of 2 things. I don't know if the person that is your ex did have some sort of money, it's possible that they did, so they could just be completely being represented by this wealthy man, and they're aware that if they came to you, 7 of Wands, like y'all would like block them, y'all would not deal with them. Or what this means is if your ex was not wealthy at the time, and this is being that wealthy man is your ex, in the time that they have been gone from you, they have sort of built up their wealth and status in some way. However, what they know is if you are the privileged lady and you have been the privileged lady, it doesn't matter what status, I don't give a freak, I'm the privileged lady. You're still a garbage human being. And so get out of here, loser. That's how they are thinking, and likely they're right based on what we saw in the, when I asked about what you'll think, like why we're giving this read. They're probably right in their judgment, right? If this wealthy man is not your ex, what this person is seeing is that you potentially have like other options that they perceive as like a lot better than them. And that person is like, after all this person is jealous and they don't want you dealing with other people. So like, you know, so let's go ahead and see what details want to come out in the tarot about this. Hanged Man, Privileged Lady, Wheel of Fortune. I would say that likely it's strong possibility that the turntables, right? It's possible that both of you are in very different circumstances than you were when y'all were together, or when this person this person really might have decided to like ditch you at a low point in your life, which is also trash depending on the situation, okay? And they're looking at you now going like, oh, well, but they're totally different. How did that happen? Well, sometimes you see people are at low points when garbage people are in their lives. And when those people take the trash out, you then have the space to devote all your time and energy to yourself. Or when y'all like take the trash out, depending, but it looks like this person fucked off. They like abandoned you for someone or something else, and then they're like all confused. That could be it, or it just means that you're both in drastically different circumstances than when y'all were together. So this Judgment, 4 of Coins, the Lovers, the Hanged Man. This is just what this person knows. So this person, like everything that I said when I was describing the overview energy, this is what this person thinks or knows about your perception of them. So that's no different. And so now this wealthy man, 7 of Wands. Okay, oh dear. I think this is somebody else. The wealthy man. Whoop. Oh! I think y'all got a new person coming in. I think y'all got a new person coming in perhaps. And the 7 of Wands is right underneath that. Why is that like that? Well, because when you get this new offer, Page of Pentacles, your past person's jealous, the Devil. Your past person's jealous, or this is something that they're like imagining with that Hanged Man. They're just like, oh, based on how the collective looks right now, there's no way that they're not gonna get some new like awesome person, and fuck that. I don't know. So that's what's going on. This person's like jealous. I don't know. It seems like based on everything that I've seen, they did it to themselves though. So we'll go around one more time with like the big deck, and then I'll see if I have any questions to ask. I like kind of don't. I kind of don't care. Wheel of Fortune, 7 of Swords. This person, hold on, let me pull one more on that. This person's a weirdo. Yeah, okay, here's the thing. Your ex, since they're now somehow Judgment under the deck, since they're now somehow seeing you in whatever position that y'all are in now, it's like they feel like that y'all were like lying to them about something like this would be someone, like let's say like you were like horribly depressed and like in a bad health state or whatever, but it had something to do with the quality of relationship that y'all were in. Like this person was actively like doing horrible things to you, or like cheating on you or whatever, like adding stress to your life. And so yeah, like the quality of your health goes down when like people, like you have people in your life that are doing that and you have not removed them, or they have not fucked off, okay? And so this person is like looking at you doing like a million times better and feeling like that person like lied to me about their capabilities as a person and who they are, and now I'm sad. And I don't think y'all were like, this is like somebody going like, why couldn't they have been like that or looked like that when I was with them? If that was me doing that, I would be asking myself, what potentially was it about me that was disempowering them from like being their best selves or whatever? And the thing is, you can't like blame another person for that. You just have to like kind of get frosty and like take agency, right? And go, this is just like, this is not healthy. This is not good. Like I have to go so I can like give to myself or like whatever and heal. Like we can't go like, oh, well, because of this person, like all of this happened, but we can correctly say that when I was with this person, when I was in a relationship with this person, yes, I contributed to the dynamic of the relationship, but this person was actively doing me some sort of harm, whether it was conscious or unconscious. And based on this person's attitude, I am telling you, it is the weirdest thing on the planet that people can do like the most horrific things to other people and then be like, what? What? They don't forgive them, Father, for they know not what they do. And I'm being so serious about that. Like people really don't get it. Or like sometimes people, like in order to do horrible things to other people, they got to go into the deep delusion, right? Where like they have to paint themselves like into this like victim who like, well, I had to do what I had to do, and like they get like that. Or they just like go into this total like fog of denial. Like they'll do the horrible thing and then they just like make themselves forget. It's like this weird hypnotism, like somnambulist thing. It's very, very weird. They're like all dissociated when they do it. So anyway, like I said, like it gets really creepy with people depending on like where they're operating from. And so it's just sort of like, I just don't ever want to get into a place where I'm just like, yes, it is all this one person's fault that the collective was doing poorly, because like that kind of like makes y'all into a total victim, and like that wouldn't be the case either. But we can acknowledge like when people are doing actual harm, okay? And if I was looking at a whole bunch of people going like, how come these people were doing like so poorly when I was with them, and now that I'm gone, like everybody's doing so well? Like I would feel a particular kind of way. Okay, so this Hanged Man, 8 of Swords, like this person's blocked. Like you have to have this person blocked, or this person knows that you would flat out never deal with them again. So they have to be aware of something that they did was being shitty. So like there's no way, there's no effing way, and this person is still in the devil energy. So let me come over here with this wealthy man, 7 of Wands, Page of Coins, the devil. 10 of Coins, the Magician, the 6 of Wands. This is just them mad about y'all. Like y'all manifested some sort of success and like probably a new partner, or you're going to. Like it's in your energy and this person's mad about it. We'll look at that because that's actually a way more, I'd rather talk about like these positive things for y'all. So we'll look at this and then like das. Okay, I'm gonna put this to the side. Oh, be special, Miss Ma'am. I would like to know, is the collective's past person aware that what they did to the collective was crappy? Are they aware? No, they're not aware. Yes, No, they're not aware. Is what this person did to the collective actually crappy? Yes, it is. I told you, people are friggin'. So this is just an unreasonable person, and why I'm saying that, like, I went with the no and yes on these cards. If you see the death card, you can see it says right here, no. On the 8 of Pentacles, you can see right here it says yes, okay? Sometimes I will go with like the no yes version of the cards. Sometimes when I ask for no yes, it'll give me a certain card, and even though it's a yes card, there's like other energy attached to it. In this case, we've already had that this person is kind of delusional. And so this person legitimately like doesn't understand why this is happening. What is this person ultimately like looking to do? Do they intend to take any action towards the collective? Because see, this could be a yes or no answer, but I'm being called to get 3 cards, and typically when I'm getting 3 cards, it's like it's more than a yes or no, though something will trend more positive or trend more negative. This person, if they are going to take some action, it's kind of like they're deliberating about it. This person is thinking long and hard. They're going over this stuff in the past, first of all. They're thinking long and hard about a past person, which that's the collective, right? And they're thinking about coming back towards you. Page of Swords, it's kind of like this person's defensive, and also it's sort of like they're thinking about communicating, and also they're somehow watching you. So, I mean, I don't know that this person is going to take direct action. It might just be that it's showing up in the read because this person's kind of delusional, fixated on you, and also very jealous and angry about what they see you manifest in your life without them. Page of Swords, 6 of Swords. I don't know if that means they're going to I don't know if that means they're going to travel towards you eventually, or if like that just means they might fixate for a while and then eventually just move on, which is for the best. I don't know, this person might move towards you with the 10 of Cups. It's like they want to come into your happiness that you created. Yeah, this person, the way, the drama. The villain right now is trending in the energy that they want to come back over here. I'm not saying that's actually going to happen. What I am saying is that this person is thinking about this enough. It is heavy enough in the energy that it is showing up. Just because that is the case does not mean that we are going to have a manifestation. Right now in the energy, if this person stays on track with their current like thought process, it is likely that you may receive a manifestation from this person, okay? It's possible that this person could re-manifest in your life. Okay, so now I want to talk about this nice stuff over here, like for the collective. Can you talk to me, talk to me about this wealthy man? Wealthy man, Page of Pentacles. Who's that? Talk to us. Because it's so nice. I'm so happy for y'all. Y'all just got pocket watchers and haters and, I don't know, stalkers. Ooh. Okay, well, this person is very determined to come and ask you out, or they already have. And there's something about this that's kind of like divine retribution almost, or this person has very like, it's, you know what this is kind of like? This is kind of like Jesus, like the angels trumpeting the arrival of like the return of the king of swords. They've got very Lord of the Rings all of a sudden. I'm not a huge Lord of the Rings person, but it's sort of like the angels are like heralding this person. So there might be something like of the Tao about this, right? This could be some sort of like, when I say a karmic thing or dharma, like it could be something like a positive karma, okay? For like the both of y'all. So this is someone who will be asking you out or someone who already has. It feels very, well, they haven't yet. This person is dealing with some sort of health thing maybe, but is suggesting that this person is still alone. This person is alone or there's something going on with them. So perhaps they have not asked you yet, but they will. Knight of Cups, 6 of Coins, yes, they will. Most likely, if we stay trending in the energy like we have, most likely you will receive a manifestation from this person. The Judgment isn't, well, I think the Judgment thing is like correct, but that's also like your person's mad about this. It's almost like your past person wants to say that there's like a red flag on the play or a flag on the play because like, well, that's my person now. And that is so weird after like people will like cheat on you and like do whatever and abandon you and leave your life for like years, and then when like you're fine and well, they'll be like, well, but you're mine though. And it's just like, are you crazy? Get the fuck out of my face. What is this 5 of Coins? If that's not like your person being your ex or the past person being a hater, that 5 of Swords means that this person who is coming in, the new person, is very like determined, like they might be an alpha man, woman, or non-binary person, you know? I'm here for you. I don't know, they don't seem to come across that way to me. But 5 of Swords and King of Swords like is related. Knight of Swords, like this person is just very, very like competitive, or the new person is very competitive. But what is that like 5 of Coins? If it's anything that I really need, I don't think it's anything that I need to spend time on. It just means this person hasn't come to talk to you yet. 2 of Wands. The 5 of Coins just means this person is by themselves. And they're like, that Knight of Swords is like, but I'm coming out of that state. And the 6 of Coins under that Knight of Cups, Queen of Wands, 3 of Coins. Coming over to the person that I'm attracted to get involved with them. Build some sort of solid foundation with them. And so what is this Judgment 5 of Swords? It might just be that this person's very competitive. Yeah, it could go either way. The person who is coming in is very competitive and determined, or this is talking about someone watching y'all from the outside being a hater. So I'll pull one more on it. It might just be both, to be real with you. I think, because the Temperance is now here as well, there is something going on here, and I want to say it's kind of both interpretations of the read. Yes, I think that this new person is a bit competitive. It doesn't seem like in a bad way, a determined, competitive person. But it also seems like the thing with the ex is also valid. Temperance and the 10 of Wands. Something is going like, this is justice. This is like, this is what is right and what is true in the energy. It is correct for this person to have this in the energy. It is correct for you to have this. It is correct for you to be over here and fucking mad and in your own feelings because of everything that you have done up to this point. It is not something that anybody did to you. These consequences are the results of all of these people's actions up until this point, and that is fair. That's what I mean. So there is someone, the ex-person, who is burdened by like this fate, by this divine judgment, by this karma, but it is in fact the karma that they have accrued. So I like, you know, but again, we're talking about a weird delusional person who doesn't understand that. Hold on, I picked up everything and I didn't mean to do that. Or maybe I did. Oh, there's the other stuff. And so now I just want to see what this like 10 of Coins, Magician, 6 of Wands is for y'all. It could be just like part of this new person. If y'all are in the 9 of Coins, then the 10 of Coins is just like when this new person comes in, like you'll be in the 10. Or it could be like a different sort of success. Like maybe you've made like all new friends. Maybe you got some sort of business success. I don't know. Your family's all doing well for the most part. The Empress just flew out. It's just like, well, obviously, this is you, the Emperor at the bottom of the day. This is you and your new person doing something together. I get the King of Wands, and we already had the Queen of Wands come out. This person is, the new person is attracted to you. You are also attracted to this new person who is showing as the Emperor underneath the deck. They're showing though as the Queen of Wands as match. So when this person comes in, and like I said, the King of Wands can be very like direct and competitive and everything else. So this person who likely y'all aren't together yet because these two people do have their backs to each other. When this person comes in, like y'all are both going to be in the Fool together. Y'all are both going to be really happy and like, I mean, success. I mean, it's like a successful manifestation. So especially if you know that you have been manifesting for like someone who you would be a good match with, then yes, you are manifesting that at this time. And there's a wealthy man. So like, it's just this person, it's just repeating. It's like Ace of Wands, King of Pentacles, Four of Cups. This is either just talking about this person giving you an enthusiastic offer that's maybe coming out of the blue, or that Four of Cups is like somehow your past person watching this. So I don't know if you're public on social media about more of your private life. It's possible that y'all still have friends in common or something. I don't know. The Moon. Oh, it's an like this person hasn't made the offer yet. So it's more of this offer is coming out of the blue. So you are not knowledgeable quite yet. Likely you have some knowledge of whoever this King of Pentacles, wealthy man, King of Wands is, but like they haven't presented themselves to you like as a potential partner. Yes, King of Cups, this is the new person. The new person, and the Seven of Wands is back again. Your past person is like, no, no. If you've ever seen the Moulin Rouge, it's like when the true lovers come together at the end of the play, and like the Maharaja is like sitting there like crying as like the true lovers like have their wedding, the alchemical wedding. It's like that. So come what may, I will love you until my dying day. Ugh. I don't know. Is there anything the collective has to like worry about this past person? Because it's just it almost feels like it feels stupid to pull like any past energy. That's what I'll ask. It seems like, based on what we've seen, even though things are going really, really great for the collective, or they soon will be, that there are some hard feelings going on with this past person and whatever. And if they were dealing with a very delusional weirdo person, I get it. What can we say to the collective to help them with those feelings? Validate them, help them to release them, whatever, so that they are fully enjoying all of this wonderful new stuff that they're manifesting. You don't have to think about this past person anymore. It's almost sort of like, I acknowledge you. It's like this Two of Coins is just like, whatever you're feeling, feel it. Go ahead. Like it's not blocking any manifestation. It's not ruining anything. You're not blocking a blessing, but it's just like, recognize it when it comes up and ask yourself, and I know this is kind of like I don't even know if this is the best way to phrase this with y'all, to be real. Is this something that I'm actually still mad about? What do I need to do? Like, do I need to like shout? Do I need to like draw an effigy of this person and like burn it? Do I need to do like some mirror work? Do I need to send some energy like back at this person? Like, what do I need to do here about this? Like, if you would prefer to move out of the anger, right? Because anger can feel like very empowering, especially if you were someone who was gaslit a lot or like all kinds of weird shit. It's actually a lot better to like be in anger about that for at least a certain amount of time, because the anger is you telling you validating that was unreasonable, that no, I did not, just like this person did treat me like very horribly. And like I, for whatever reason at the time, was unable to stand up for myself. I didn't know it was going on. In hindsight, I can now see it much more clearly, and I'm angry. I'm upset at myself. Maybe if you're upset at yourself, right? Because now you can look back and see the gaslighting. Now you can look back and see like maybe based on like this childhood stuff that I hadn't addressed yet, it was kind of like, there's no way that I would have been able to have like a super healthy relationship with somebody, because like I was conditioned to see this form of like weird dysfunctional behavior as love because my parent was dysfunctional. It's sort of like that kind of stuff is hard to see until you're like out of it and like you really get it. So I would say if any of your anger is like, I should have chose better, I should have known, like blah, 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 how would you have known? Okay, like seriously, when you think about it, how would you really have known until you had the experience, learned from it, and gotten out of it? Okay, so there's stuff with that. If you're blaming yourself for anything, like recognize that and be like, you know what? I was young, or I didn't understand, now I know, and you know, it is like, that's just part of my life. So there's that stuff, and then there's also if you are blaming yourself for anything that's like unreasonable for yourself, like if you're like, oh well, like I don't know, but it's just like sometimes when you get gaslit a whole bunch, like you can blame yourself for being gaslit, and it's sort of like let's assign the piece of shit behavior where it belongs. Okay, that's trash. I don't care what like people have been through. It's not an excuse to treat people like garbage. Okay, so it's like that kind of stuff, that kind of two of coins, working it out. Feel everything that you want to feel. And if you are feeling empowered by your anger, I would even like say like, okay, and just be like, cool, yeah, I feel empowered. Like I'll fight this person. And at the same time, like you don't want to be too aggro, like going into like your new life or whatever. Like don't get too addicted to it, right? And so like that's when I would say, like if you've been angry for a while, if you've been telling yourself for a while, like I didn't deserve that and fuck this person and blah, blah, blah. And maybe you've been watching like a ton of like what's this person's like karma for being such a piece of shit to me? If you've been watching like a bunch of those, like ask yourself, like, am I able? Is it time for me to start transitioning out of this stuff? Like, is it like, can I do that yet? And if you don't want to, or if it's not, then don't worry about it, because it's just sort of like, all of this is fine. This is just part of your own internal work. And because it's just like, the Four of Wands and the Justice is here. Like you're sort of you're manifesting, okay? So like if you ever get concerned that you're just like, because I'm angry or because I'm this, that like I'm not gonna manifest and I'm blocking all of my manifestations, that's not true. It's not an automatic thing like that. The way that you block stuff, that's like, it's not that it doesn't manifest. The way that you block stuff is that like we had that reading that's just like an entire emperor is here and the collective's like, yeah, I don't trust that. That's how you block, like you block something. Like if you stay in the anger and you start lashing out at like anybody who wants to come towards you in genuine love with anger because you have trust issues or you're overly defensive towards people, that's how you'll block a blessing or push people away. It doesn't actually stop it from coming in. So you can just like check your own self. Like, has this person actually like done anything to me yet? I can watch their behavior without like kind of pushing them away. Okay, so there's nothing really for you to do, especially to like super release this. It's just kind of, this just, I don't know, this seems very like normal. It just seems like a normal part of the process. And so like I would say though, if you're able to focus more on what you want to manifest, instead of focusing on your past person, if there's nothing for you to actually like work through, like cry about, like if anger is coming up and it's not dissolving into crying or anything, like I gotta scream or I gotta like do all of this, if it's just like kind of something you're circling around in, that would be when you go, you know what, I'm gonna choose my thought here. There's actually nothing for me to work through with this stuff anymore. So you know what, I'm gonna go ahead and focus on what I wanna manifest, which is this new person who's coming in. That's who I wanna focus on, this new person. Because sometimes you get like caught up in that stuff. There's really nothing for you to work out, and you can just in fact choose a different thought. Like, that's valid. Knight of Pentacles. So like that's just been manifesting. I don't know if that means it's going to take a long time, but I'm just saying that like it's in the energy and it's it's incoming in materiality. Yeah, this is solid, whatever it is. Justice, Four of Coins. It's just like, that's kind of like whatever is coming in is kind of unshakable. But let me look at this Knight of Pentacles. But also, even though it's solid, that would also suggest that it hasn't manifested yet. This is just talking about choosing your focus. The Star and the Queen of Swords. Choose your, like, if you just choose to focus on what you want now. It's not talking to me about a timeline. Yeah, and Ace of Swords, everything that I've said is like, that's an accurate message. Can you talk to me about this Page of Pentacles, this Knight of Pentacles yet? Does this mean that this is a long way off for the collective? Like, I just got intuitively that like it depends on like the strength of your feelings of like anger or hurtness. Like how long that you've been out of that maybe is going to depend on like the time. Yeah, it's something about like how intense are these feelings? Because if they're super intense, right? If you've got a lot to work through, like it doesn't make any sense for like something to be manifesting when you still have like a ton of work to do. Because yeah, then it'll like your old stuff will intrude onto the new stuff, and it's just like, So pretty much, if something's taking a longer amount of time, it's really just to your benefit so you can focus on yourself. Yes, that's completely it. That's like Nine of Cups. It doesn't mean it's not happening or that you're blocking things. It's just like, if you check in with yourself and validly, like, you're really hurt. Like, you're really hurt, and it's like more of the time than not, even if it's only in private or whatever, even if you're not showing it, okay? That would be like, yeah, it's going to be a little bit longer for the new stuff to manifest. If it's really just like once in a while or whatever, then like the timeline is different. That's all. So that's the purpose of the reading, okay? So let's go ahead and move on to final advice outcome. Before I do, I think we're in the last 2 days. I'll pull from over here. We're in the last 2 days of me signal boosting Atlas and his family's request for mutual aid. Atlas and his wife have a new baby, and of course, like all new parents, they very much need assistance with formula and diapers, so that is what the mutual aid request is for. And so I have Atlas's Cash App down below. Sorry, y'all, that's really loud. I have Atlas's Cash App down below. I also have Atlas's phone number down below in case, like, because you know, like, all kind of nonsense goes on the internet. So if you're thinking about like making a donation or anything, but you want to talk to somebody before you do that and verify that people are who they say they are and they do in fact have babies, you can contact him at his phone number. He does prefer text. If you want to talk with him one-on-one, please still text him before you do that so he can screen his calls, and let him know that you are coming from Allison's channel and her signal boost. Well, there's some major change coming for you, at least. Oh my God. Blech. Well, there is a major change, but also like death to whatever this is. Like, if we stay on like this energy and this timeline for y'all, whoever is resonating with this, the devil, the past person, will likely reach out at some point. And then we're going into the Queen of Cups death. I don't know if that means like you're being like I don't, get the hell out of my face. We'll go around again for it, but that's just like, that's also a manifestation that's on this timeline. Oh, it's both. So we've got your past person and we have the new person. Yeah, it's like both. Like the first row is like the past person timeline, and then the second row is the new person timeline. And there they are, they're like alone still. Oh my God, it's like the same exact, whoa. So like you're gonna have to choose, right? Hold on, let me get one more on that 5 of coins. I think it's just the same message of they haven't, like neither of these people have manifested yet. And it might be that your past person manifests before the new person. And it might be that you, I don't know. It might be, because like I'm ending with that 10 of Swords, Ace of Pentacles. It might be that you would need to reject the past person before the new person will manifest, or like they're manifesting simultaneously. I'm not sure. They're manifesting simultaneously, like relatively, because obviously like I doubt you're going to be contacted like on the same day, but I have the 6 of Cups and the 9 of Pentacles here. It is likely these people are going to be like kind of at a similar time coming back, which kind of like does match up with other messages that we've been getting on the channel. So ending with this 10 of Swords, like Ace of Coins, Death card, it's sort of like that's an almost, like it's up to you, right? Like this is, all of this setup is like in line with the Tao and karma and justice and everything else, but also your choice. The decision that you make between a past person and a new person is also just. It is justice. So if you take a past person back, whatever goes on with that past person is part of your karma. If you decide to reject the past person and go with the new person, that is also going to be like creating something in real life, right? So let's see if we can get one more. I don't know why I'm pulling one more thing, but we're gonna. I could just be being a little bit, sometimes I just don't know when to call it, you know? I'm like, no, I feel like we haven't said something definitive and I don't want to move on. But if it's just more of the same, then we're gonna move on. Ooh. This is, no matter what you decide, 2 of Wands, Justice, Queen of Swords. It's up to you. There are 2 paths being presented before you. Both are just, positive or negative. It like is up to you what you are choosing, okay? And so let us go ahead and close out with the Son and the Father. Jesus says, be encouraged, my child, your sins are forgiven. Sins in this case, that just means out of alignment, okay? That means a snag in the energy. What that means is, even if you're having like hard feelings about stuff, anger, whatever, upsetness, that's not creating any blockages in the energy. That's what they mean by sins being forgiven. Like you're still in alignment with what you want, okay? Jesus also says, your faith has saved you, go in peace. That's still like, you're in alignment, don't worry about it. That's also like, you can let this, if you can, like let that other person go. I mean like the feelings about the situation, but it doesn't matter if you're having them. Jesus also says, if 2 of you agree here on earth concerning anything you ask, my Father in heaven will do it for you. That's about shifting your focus. If 2 of you agree here on earth concerning anything, my Father in heaven will do it for you. What that means is, in order to manifest, like really manifest a past person back, you would have to agree to manifest them back, and they would have to agree with you as well. And so, and that could be, if this person, like even though people get delusional, right? This person would want to have to come back for some reason, and you would kind of have to want them to come back for some reason. you could very well want them to come back just so you can tell them to fuck off. Like, hey, that's valid. That's like a valid manifestation, right? Even if this person wants something totally different, you don't agree, right? So the manifestation, like you could manifest contact, but not a true relationship. You would both have to agree to want to be in a relationship to manifest that back. So you could manifest someone purely for that reason. Also, even if someone's delusional, right, about like what's going on, deep down, they might actually know that they like deserve to be like punished for something that they did. So what they could be agreeing to you is manifesting back into your life so you can like chew them out or tell them to fuck off or something. And that's actually getting them into alignment by them receiving some form of like punishment or getting cussed out or whatever. That actually gets you both into alignment. So you might like manifest this person back to cuss them out for their own benefit. I don't know. But as long as you're not bypassing any energetic work that you would have to do with past stuff, you can just switch your focus to being in agreement with the new person, right? Jesus finally says, if you believe, you will receive whatever you ask for in prayer. This is a manifestation-based message saying, no, you're not blocking anything. You're manifesting both of these people for like different reasons. I swear to God, if that person turns that thing back on, I'm gonna cuss somebody out for our own alignment. All right, let's close out with the highest authority. That highest authority, of course, being Bob, our Father who art in heaven. We close with the word of Bob that is good all the time. All right, Bob says, and that may be the true joy of painting when you share it with other people. I really believe that's the true joy. So this is about sharing time with people and mental space and energetic space with those who you prefer. As long as you're not bypassing anything, right? As long as you're not truly ignoring any energy work that wants to come through. When something comes up, ask yourself, is this true work that I need to do? And if it's like, no, I'm just having feelings about this at the moment, I could focus on something else. I could not stew in this. Then don't stew in it. Make the choice. Like, go hang out with friends, go have like a nice slice of pizza, go watch something funny on your phone or on TV, read a nice book, whatever. Bob also says, they say everything looks better with odd numbers of things, but sometimes I put even numbers just to upset the critics. They didn't put on the same tool, but they put on a different tool. Oh, you know, this is kind of a weird take on this card. They say everything looks better with odd numbers of things, but sometimes I put even numbers just to upset the critics. Odd numbers of things, that's more dynamic energy. Like the 5 of Wands is actually more dynamic than the 4 of Wands, but the 4 of Wands is where you would actually claim you prefer to be. So that's like people saying like, why is everything so negative online, blah, 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 because people want negativity online, frankly. That's what gets the most views. People want negativity and drama. So and if they didn't want negativity and drama, the positive stuff would do much better. But it doesn't, okay? It just doesn't. And so like, that's like, I put even numbers just to upset the critics. A lot of people don't actually want to focus on happy, positive things. They want to focus on the drama. So that is something I would be asking myself if I've been in anger for a long time. Do I actually want this? And like, be real with myself about it. It's okay. It's just that, you know, in order to change reality, we first have to understand and accept the reality that we're currently in. And that reality could very well be, no, I want to be like dramatic right now about this. And oddly, like once you understand and accept that and really say like, yeah, that's true. And you can especially say that out loud. The more likely it is for you to pass out of that situation, actually, like way quicker than if you're going, no, like, oh no, I'm not hurt. I'm not anything. I'm not this. I don't even give a shit. And it's just like, okay. Finally, Bob says, go out on a limb. That's where the fruit is. So the only way that you could ever possibly block anything that's coming in for you is if you were so mired in your own anger and past stuff that you just completely denied like all new experience to yourself, and pretty much no one ever does that. So my traumatized babies and mentally ill Barbies, this is reality, and I am your GM, your game master for this, the game of life. I'm also, of course, the greatest magician of the age and perhaps the greatest magician of all time. And together, you and I will perform the greatest magic trick of all time. We will reverse the polarities of the world, make America great for once, fly this boat to the moon somehow, shift the world onto the mega happy timeline, perhaps leaving it a much better place than it ever has been before. Because we are, my traumatized babies and mentally ill Barbies, crawling on the planet's face, some insects called the human race, lost in time and lost in space. End meeting.